They've been saying we want to bury evidence, we want to hide evidence. That hypocrisy is astounding. They've been saying, let's not forget why we are here. Well, we're here tonight because they threw due process, fundamental fairness, and our Constitution out the window in the House proceedings. That's why we're here, because they started in the secret bunker hearings where the president and his counsel weren't even allowed to participate when they're trying to impeach him. Intel and Judiciary Committees was a one-sided circus. Ranking Member Nunes asked to call witnesses. He explained why in detail. It was denied by Manager Schiff. Ranking Member Collins asked to call witnesses. Denied by Manager Nadler.
Today, we've got a fiery and revealing speech from Trump's Attorney General Pam Bondi that completely dismantles Adam Schiff and Jerry Nadler. This speech is a brutal takedown that exposes the hypocrisy and constitutional overreach of the impeachment proceedings against Trump. As Pam Bondi revealed in this speech, what we witnessed was a blatant abuse of power, where due process was thrown aside. Bondi's speech laid bare the hypocrisy of Adam Schiff and Jerry Nadler, exposing how they manipulated the process, shut out the opposing side, and then had the audacity to demand the Senate fix their unconstitutional mistakes. Let's dive right in.
Honorable Senators, just to fact correct, please, a few things. Mr. Duffy didn't come from a state job. Mr. Duffy came from Deputy Chief of Staff at DOD before he went to OMB. Big difference there. Manager Garcia said he failed to appear. Well, the House committee would not allow agency counsel to appear with Mr. Duffy or Mr. Blair. They would not let agency counsel appear with either of them. Office of Legal Counsel determined, of course, that the exclusion of agency counsel from House proceedings is unconstitutional. It's a pretty basic right. So what did they do? They took no action on the subpoenas. But now they want you to take action on them. The managers have been telling you all day, the House managers all day, White House is trying to hide from American people what witnesses had to say. They've been saying we want to bury evidence, we want to hide evidence. That hypocrisy is astounding. They've been saying, let's not forget why we are here. Well, we're here tonight because they threw due process, fundamental fairness, and our Constitution out the window in the House proceedings. That's why we're here, because they started in the secret bunker hearings where the president and his counsel weren't even allowed to participate when they're trying to impeach him. Intel and Judiciary Committees was a one-sided circus. Ranking Member Nunes asked to call witnesses. He explained why in detail. It was denied by Manager Schiff. Ranking Member Collins asked to call witnesses. Denied by Manager Nadler. And that's what they call fairness? That's not how our American justice system works, and it's certainly not how our impeachment process is designed by our Constitution. The House took no action on the subpoenas issued to Mr. Duffy and Mr. Blair because they didn't want a court to tell them that they were trampling on their constitutional rights. So now they want this chamber to do it for them.
Even more stunning was the hypocrisy of House Democrats accusing the White House of hiding evidence while they themselves conducted secretive, one-sided proceedings. They ignored legal channels to subpoena witnesses because they knew courts would rule against them. Instead, they fast-tracked impeachment, expecting the Senate to clean up their mess. Bondi made it clear, this was never about fairness, but about power. Pam Bondi's speech was more than just a defense of President Trump, it was a warning. If this kind of reckless, partisan impeachment is allowed to stand, no future president will ever be safe from politically motivated removals. The House trampled on due process, refused to follow the legal system, and then demanded the Senate validate their abuse of power. Bondi called on the Senate to uphold the Constitution, not the political games of Schiff and Nadler. This speech was a turning point, exposing the impeachment for what it really was, a desperate attempt to overturn the will of the American people. Bondi's words will be remembered as a defining moment in the fight to protect fairness, due process, and the rule of law. What do you think? Was Pam Bondi right? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We break down the biggest political stories with facts, not spin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.